Ladies, we're going to be talking to you and listening to you on Sirius because you're all about racy topics, I understand. How can we not listen?
We are. We are going to be on Sirius XM Stars talking all things parenting. Nothing is off limits.
All right, well,
and relationships.
Okay.
And a little sex and
no relationships.
And what do you do when another kid hates your kid? So it'll be channel 106.
So is it just off limits? I mean, can you go anywhere you want with this, or have you been given strict rules? I mean, nobody wants boring moms. Come on.
I don't think you're going to be having any Howard Stern moments, maybe a little from this one over here. But we want to be open, provocative, bold, edgy, and stay true to who we are and how the brand started.
Well, I already love that you're going to be talking about our kids, and the quote I see is how to keep them from going dumb this summer. All right. We're all going to be listening to that. Please explain.
Well, that's one thing that we started talking about to each other because we are big fans of Netflix, and they have these really new rows that are like playlists. So we were just playing around with our kids, and oh, there they are, how cute. And so one of my favorite is TV for Curious Kids, and also TV classics to watch with your kids.
If they're not reading a book and they're going to be on a screen, I personally want it to be smart. And, you know, all these old shows like Family Ties, it's the shows that I grew up on, which is kind of fun. Now they're experiencing it with me.
It's great that they're running around playing sports all day long, but we want to engage them in smart things. So we did talk about it in terms of how to keep your kids away from getting dumber in the summer.
All right, so Mamarazzi, introduce to our viewers what Mamarazzi is. We know what it is and how you're going to bring this to the show.
Sure. So Mamarazzi, they are live town hall parenting forums where we aggregate mom bloggers and media around a celebrity and what they're promoting. It could be a philanthropy, a movie, a book, and we engage everyone in a conversation. We take it to Twitter. So even if you're not at the actual Mamarazzi event, so for example, we went to D.C. this past weekend and we hosted Channing Tatum and Jamie Foxx. Oh my gosh! Sorry.
Oh, that definitely wasn't fun.
And we had over 100 mom bloggers in the D.C. area. And so we interview them about how it is for them as parents. What is the best parenting advice you've gotten so far?
Oh, man, you just told me never wake a sleeping baby, so that was pretty good. Oh! Happy wife, happy mommy is a happy life. And as long as you keep them good, you'll be good. You'll be good.
Darn right. Always keep the partner happy. That's what you got to do.
Do you see me? I'm like,
yeah.
Drooling, just a little bit.
You're also going to talk about the news, and you know we try to do that on Raising America as well. Talking to our kids about same-sex marriage. That's a big story going on right now.
Big. It's really big. And, you know, I'm really excited about this. You know, my kids ask a lot of questions, and the one thing that I always tell them, especially for me because I am divorced, is that there's just different kinds of families, and it's very simple. That's the end of the story. There's nothing else to say. People have different kinds of families. I think that's the best way to say things like this to your kids. We have a different kind of family, too.
It's really interesting how the conversation has moved from, oh, I just want, you know, good academics to I want worldly environment.
Yes, absolutely. My son was at a school for 7 years, and it was actually known for its diversity. And, you know, he came home and he said, you know, hey, Jack has 4 dads. And I was like, of course he does. So since pre-K, he really doesn't know the difference, which I think is fantastic. So if you start them young, even in the toddler years, showing them, like Denise said, families are all different kinds. I think that you're doing your kids a good service by that.
A final question. How much are you going to go at each other? Because I won't be able to see you duking it out, but am I going to hear you guys debating things out like you always do?
Always, always, always. I mean, when we talk about things like same-sex marriage, I think we're going to agree on things, but most other parenting topics, we're going to, you know, go a little crazy.
I'm kicking her under the table now. So even though when you listen, you won't see the action, but I'm telling you, it's
we have way too much fun, and it's all good. It's all about the conversation.
Yes.